If today's birthday boy had only played on one particular song from 1963, his name would still be forever uttered with reverence and respect for the power of his big beat. But that song was just one in a string of literally hundreds of hits on which he appears. He was born Harold Simon Belsky to Jewish Eastern European immigrants Meyer and Rose Belsky in Holyoke, Massachusetts. When he was 7, his family moved to Hartford, Connecticut. He began playing his instrument of choice at the age of 8. Then he again moved with his family, this time to California in 1943. From 1949 to 1952, he took lessons from one of the top teachers for his instrument, and then began his professional career playing overnight sessions in Chicago strip clubs, which allowed him to practice and perfect his sight reading skills. Unlike many of his jazz contemporaries, he enjoyed playing rock and roll, which meant he played on a lot of sessions during the 1950s. He rarely performed live, with the exception of working with Nancy Sinatra at Caesar's Palace in the 60s and with John Denver's band in the 70s. He's thought to be among the most recorded studio drummers in the music industry, claiming over 35,000 sessions and 6,000 singles. His drumming is featured on 150 U.S. top 10 hits, 40 of which went to number 1. Let that sink in. The man has his own top 40 of number 1s. Happy birthday to the legendary Hal Blaine, born February 5th, 1929. A core member of the Wrecking Crew, the close-knit group of Los Angeles session musicians that played on hit records during the 1960s. Blaine claimed to have invented the name. Someone once said that there are probably fewer people for whom Hal hasn't drummed than those for whom he has. He created the iconic beat on the Ronettes' Be My Baby and can also be heard on classic tracks from the Beach Boys, the Byrds, the Mamas and the Papas, Simon and Garfunkel, The Fifth Dimension, and many more. In a sad turn of events, he lost most of his wealth following a divorce. At one point, he was working as a security guard in Arizona. Hal Blaine died of natural causes on March 11, 2019. A statement from his family read, "May he rest forever on 2 and 4, referring to the second and fourth beats in A Measure of Music.